favorite memories had to be just game days, prepping for the next opponent throughout the week, and the day of the match, just the camaraderie.
Gotta make it 13.
Being a Siena Saint in the athletic program really represented one of integrity, and that really stuck with me throughout my career and still with me today. So I think it's just something of holding yourself to a higher standard and the values instilled in me throughout the Siena program. It's such an honor to join a group of not only successful athletes that I, was able to watch some of them during my time at Siena, but also just phenomenal people. And I think overall being inducted is just really a testament to all the coaches and community that have poured into me throughout the years, and the players that have paved the path before me. So for me, I just hope that I can pay it forward in the future.
Georgia Tech comes into town on the afternoon day. That could have been the last day of our, season. But, the crowd was amazing. We all came together. It was amazing. So we extended the run, and then, we played Tulane. I think that was prime time on ESPN. And
fresh shot clock. Bennerman's not going to wait for it to expire, that's for sure. Without the big guy in the center.
It was an amazing run. It was an amazing feeling, and to be a part of it was with a great group of guys. It's something I cherish for the rest of my life.
Do re mi, huh? What a fine tune he played. 2000.
It was a little surreal for me because I never played for the points. I never played for individual stats. My teammates made it clear to me that it was more important for them and for us that they were helping me score those last couple of points to reach 50. The fact that we're here today and I'm honored in this way it's unbelievable. I'm extremely grateful. Hopefully when I'm there at the end of the month I can see as many people as I can and reconnect, and it'll be hopefully a great visit.
My favorite memories are just going to be time spent with teammates, the travel, the hotels, the little things that a lot of people don't think about. Just a lot of good memories and friends that I still have and stay in touch with to this day. Basketball-wise, CBI was a really cool thing. It was cool to see the school come together like that, hosted on our home campus. That was a lot of fun, and then coming so close in that MAC tournament. Still hurts that we didn't get it done, but that was a fun run there. Some exciting games in that tournament.
Wright has a step on Tillman. Can't get the roll. Biscuit crashes for two. Takes that.
What drew me to Siena was I like the Times Union Center, but I could just tell there was rich basketball history there. And you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself when you play at Siena, and I wanted to be a part of that, wanted to contribute to that. I know I've said it, but it's just really an honor, and it's really cool to just be, to be appreciated for what you did. It was a lot of hard work. I had a lot of people helping me, but it was a lot of hard work, and it feels rewarding. Yeah, it's quite the honor.
I think my favorite swimming memory was my senior year when Paul took over. Our diving coach, Sean Brad, he was really excited about making a team walkout. And so he designed and choreographed an entire team walkout to Lose Yourself by Eminem, which included us walking out in lines with our hoods up over our heads. And it was something really silly and really fun, but it brought the women's team together, and it just added something special to our dual meets. I would say my favorite water polo memory was my senior game versus Marist. It was actually a winning game for us, and Marist had always been a really tough opponent, and it was the most together and the most intense our team ever played. I think as I've gotten older and now have coached myself, I had so much more respect and really understand how special my time at Siena was, that I was able to, compete mid-major D1, to have a balanced life where I had activities outside of both of those sports, but that I also got to figure out what my limit was. I got to go to my limit in 4 years and really see what I could do with both of those sports.
For me, everything was brand new. I have some best friends that are probably going to be at this dinner that laughed when they first saw me come out and not really even knowing how to snap a football. But then kind of growing together and creating a team. Obviously, being around Reggie made things real easy, particularly when you didn't know what you're doing. But then it made it a lot more fun as we kind of gelled, and particularly getting that first winning season in junior year. I thought that was a real big thing for all of us, kind of coming together and reaching that goal of turning something that had been almost winless for years. I didn't realize how many of my relatives actually are all Siena Saints. I actually have another great uncle that's in the Hall of Fame. And then it's just like they kind of kept counting in, and I've probably got 20 relatives that have all been through Siena. So it's kind of understanding that legacy. Really gratifying. I'm very appreciative. But there's always that support, and I think, quite honestly, there's more of them as excited, or maybe even more, that I'm going into the Hall of Fame. I'm getting contacted by people I haven't talked to in a bit. So I think that really kind of drives back to that sense of team and community and the old crew that, 20 plus years on, this is as big for them as it is for me. And, I'm proud to be able to be someone that can kind of bring that in there and carry the flag for them and remember what we did at Siena together.
In front, Colin Clyde, catch and shoot.
Colin stepped on campus absolutely ready to go. He was polished, he was competitive, he had a fire under him that you don't really see, you didn't really see from his personality off the field. But the second he stepped on the field, he was an absolute competitor.
Now another shot, stop made, rebound there, oh my! Clyde goes underhand to B. Lavelle, and it's 2-0.
I don't think it's a surprise that he bookended his career at Siena with 2 championships. He got in there and was MAC tournament MVP in 2011, and then finished it off with an amazing run in 2014 and won a championship there too.
He had such a big impact to the team and meshed so well, like Richie said, that it really made our freshman class so proud. Every time Colin scored or had a big assist, he would always just look to us and celebrate with us. It really made us all proud.
I have no doubt in my mind just how much this would have meant to Colin. I think he probably knew deep down what type of legacy he left as a Siena lacrosse player, not the Siena community.
I think his phrase should be coined as, he always said, all good. That was Colin's trademark. Whenever you asked him, all good. It's impressive to see how he got everyone to rally around him, but he didn't even need to try because everyone wanted to.
The WBI was such a special time, and talk about an amazing way to end your college career.
Corner Cole, step back, 3, caught it! The left corner,
and to play some of the toughest basketball that we had played, to end a season that was not tremendously easy. We were the Magnificent Seven. We went through a lot of adversity, but it only made us stronger. By the time we got to the championship game for the WBI, the connections on this team were just amazing and incredible. And the heartbreak of losing in a championship game, I will never forget, but I will also never forget the incredible memories along the way. And I'm so grateful for that experience. When I first got the news that I was going to have the honor of entering the Siena Hall of Fame, I was a little bit in disbelief. It's just such a huge accomplishment, and I know that the members of the Hall of Fame are so incredible and so accomplished, and they worked so hard and made such an impact. So it's an honor to me to be able to be considered in the likeness of them, and hopefully to be able to be looked up to going forward for somebody else who's on their own journey.
Being a Siena Saints, very unique. The culture there, small school, and everyone really has your back, and like they say, you know, freshman orientation, like everyone holds doors for each other. It's a really like tight-knit community. That's something that I was very grateful for, and I really liked and enjoyed.
So now Joe Durpich drills that one deep to right field. Asante headed back. He's looking up, and it is gone. The first home run at Siena Baseball Field this year, fittingly delivered by Joe Durpich.
I loved at Siena how the field was in the middle of campus. That was always something I loved about the college, you know, getting recruited and then being able to play there. Yeah, it's so special. It's very humbling. It's hard to put into words, but I'm so grateful for the college, for my coaches. I couldn't have done it without so many people. You know, it's a real honor to be part of the Siena history forever, really.
Obviously, I mean, seeing the whole program change over my 4 years there, and to top it off with the single season #1 spot was really neat. Being able to play in the playoffs for the first time really in my career over there was awesome. Siena outblew all of my expectations. I think I'm a better person for going there. Taught me very good ethics and just being a good person and playing and succeeding for all the right reasons. Obviously, it's an honor to be the first softball player to go in, but at the same time, I represent only one person on 4 teams I played on. So I could not have done it without my teammates, especially the ones above me who kind of paved the way for me. And so, yeah, it's it's awesome to be that first one and represent a great program that has changed so much in the last decade and hopefully continues to grow.
I mean, the memories that pop out the most for me are all the Southern trips, because at Siena we used to always go down and play the top teams.
That's out of there.
Probably my sophomore year when I hit 26 home runs was another year that kind of stood out, and then that allowed me to go compete in the college home run derby in Omaha, Nebraska. So that was a pretty cool experience. The first ever college home run derby that they ever did. Honestly, out of all my accolades that I've accomplished throughout my collegiate and professional career, this one probably means the most, because this one was probably the hardest for me. Meaning I did 3 years, I did well, then I spent 6-7 years in professional baseball, but then I also had to go back to school for a full year to get my degree. So it's nice to finally check off that last uncompleted box, I guess, of my college career, and to be recognized for it, to recognize the hard work that I put in as a player and also as a student to help get me inducted. I guess you could say it's a relief off my shoulders, I guess.
It means the world to me. I'm extremely humbled and honored for this to be inducted. It shows my kids. It shows my kids that if you dedicate yourself to a craft, you can ultimately, accomplish anything that you set out to do.
I feel great right now. It's exciting. Never been here before, so.
Taking first in conference, obviously, that was huge. All the excitement, the payoff of all the hard work coming to fruition. But on a funnier note, one of the funny memories was we were tarping the field before a game one day, and the wind picked up and it actually trapped a few of us. And looking back, it was kind of scary at the time, but looking back, it was pretty funny. They had to end up cutting the tarp down. But lots of memories. Being part of the Saint community was something super special. Coming from a very small town, Adna, on the West Coast, I graduated with maybe 39 kids in my high school class. So having that small town feel, that was huge for me personally, transitioning to college life and college ball. And ultimately the lifelong relationships you create, your teammates, your coaches, that's what it's all about.
I want to obviously thank all the staff at Siena, whether that's, the athletic department, academic staff, because we are student athletes. So, you know, we get the best of both worlds, athletics and academics. And my experience at Siena was awesome.
The inbound stolen by Willingham. Here's a 2-on with Scarborough. Amaya to Collins, lays it up and in. And Siena's taken its first lead of the game.
My freshman year was definitely an amazing run. Kind of like a freshman year dream, I would say. So to have that experience to like travel with throughout the WBI and get it all the way to the championships was an amazing opportunity with our upperclassmen. So that definitely sticks out to me. I think for me to be like what it meant being a Siena Saint was honestly just like doing more than just athletics. Like I think it gives you pride to walk around campus as an athlete, but honestly, it just gives me pride to be part of Siena. Like so many people around, like whether it's my day-to-day job now or around like the New York area that I live in, know about Siena. So I take a lot of pride in being a Saint, and when I get to like kind of wear it on my chest that I played basketball there, it just makes me kind of swell with pride.
Being inducted into the Hall of Fame means the world to me, and it's not just me, it's my parents, my teammates, my coaches that also are being inducted, because I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without them. My favorite memory from Siena actually isn't winning the MAC championship, it's beating Monmouth in the semifinals to get to the MAC championship. No one expected us to win, and just being from New Jersey, it was extra special because I knew girls on the other team, I knew the other coach, and they definitely weren't expecting us to come in and play as hard as we did and beat them. So that's my favorite memory, and then obviously winning a MAC championship. Being a Siena Saint definitely meant a lot, both on the field and off the field. Being part of such an accomplished program is such an honor. And I've made so many friendships and relationships along the way. And I truly feel that Siena has prepared me for the real world, just being a college athlete with time management and working well with others. So I'll definitely cherish being a Siena Saint forever.
I would say it's a huge honor being selected into the Hall of Fame. I was recruited by Coach Karbowski at a high school section final game. He came out in the pouring rain and recruited myself, and I just knew meeting him, although I was recruited by many other colleges and coaches, I just knew there was something about him that we could really change the program and have great success together. Some of my favorite memories, obviously competing with the best teammates and the best coaches, but we obviously made it to some of the championship games, and I think just being a part of the program in general, under the direction of Coach Karbowski and many of the assistant coaches, it was just a great time, and I really had a wonderful experience at Siena, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
It was exciting. A very good group of guys. We all got along great off the court, so I believe that's the reason why our chemistry was so good on the court as well.
Ubilis takes it away.
That 360 was definitely not something that I, pictured myself doing, and then also making the top 10 Sports Center plays as well.
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go. Three-pointer. Oh! Hudgens! Double order!
I'm not a point guard, but I can pass, and when I put my mind to it, if I wanted to play point guard, I could. But I always did what the coach needed me to do, and he needed me to score, so I focused more on that. And I actually had a pretty good scoring game in that game, and I think that was the reason why I was able to get the guy off his feet with a pump fake, I believe it was, and I was able to kick it out to a wide open look to Toronto more. It means everything. We had a great run, I believe. We had one of the best runs, probably the best runs in Siena history, and I'll be able to show my kids someday and continue to help my kids do the same, hopefully one day.
Marquise right wide, nowhere on the offensive glass.
It means a lot. I thank everyone for just
taking me in as family from the beginning. And my 4 years was fantastic.
Wright gets a screen from Poole with 4. Wright puts it on the deck, takes it down the lane. Wild shot, up, blasted in with 2 seconds left to go. St. Bonaventure has to get a tip here. They'll get it in, and it's no good. Saints win 72-70. Marquise Wright wins the game for Siena.
I will always say my freshman year, buzzer beater against Bonaventure at home. Definitely the CBI tournament, winning at home. And also my senior year, that last game, I think about that every time. You know, if I'm watching a close game, I just that pops up in my head. And then the fans that were there in that game, it just made the game so much better. But it was definitely one of my greatest memories. It's like unbelievable, and like a great feeling, just knowing that being inducted into the Hall of Fame is, now that I have kids, you know, I get to tell my kids about that.